A generous gift will allow several Barnstable police officers to get some extra training. Taxpayers have a little extra time to pay their bills and find out what's on the agenda for tonight's town council meeting. These stories on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Thursday, February 5th, 2015. I'm Sarah Mannel. Mental health is the root cause of many of the issues the Barnstable Police Community Impact Unit must deal with on a day-to-day basis. Thanks to a $50,000 gift from the Lyndon P. LaRusso Charitable Foundation, Chief of Police Paul McDonald says the CIU will receive some important training. The Community Impact Unit is a trio of officers dedicated to dealing solely with issues on Main Street in Hyannis. Town Council is poised to accept the gift during tonight's meeting. Well, it's tax time in Barnstable, and due to recent winter storms, taxpayers have a few more days to submit real estate and personal property tax bills. Tax payments were due earlier this week, but the tax office is extending the deadline until tomorrow, February 6th. No interest will be charged on tax bills that are submitted by the close of business tomorrow. If you have any questions, please call the Town Collector's Office. Town Council meets tonight. Barnstable This Morning host Sarah Colvin talked with Town Council President Jessica Rapp-Grassetti to find out what's on the agenda. We share that interview with you now.
Town Council in session this week. Talk with me a little bit about what's going on. A couple of presentations prior to the orders of the day.
Yeah, after communications from town manager and from our council, we'll be hearing from Cheryl Bartlett, who's now, she used to be the head of public health for the state, and she's a resident of the Cape, and she's come back home. She's now the executive director of the Cape Cod Regional Substance Abuse Prevention Initiative and Public Health, and that's in an arm of the Cape Cod Healthcare, and I expect she'll be giving us some good news, bad news on that front, on how we can address the opiate abuse down here on the Cape. So looking forward to hearing from Cheryl on that.
Absolutely. We had her as a guest on Barnstable This Morning a couple of weeks ago, and really seems very dedicated to the issue, a big topic that is going to have to be handled on a multitude of levels, and we're glad to have Cheryl on our team here on Cape Cod. That's
right. Yeah, looking forward to that. And then keeping on communications from our boards, we'll welcome Laura Cronin, who's the chairwoman of the Comprehensive Financial Advisory Committee, and with budgets being prepared, and wanted to get that committee their take on what's up, make sure they have all the information, the 10-year forecast, and the recent presentation by our financial director, Mark Milne. Just want to make sure that the committee is prepared to look at the budget and requests as they are presented.
Great. And then moving on to the old business portion of the meeting, the only things I see under old business are some appointments to boards, committees, and commissions.
That's right. Council on Aging and Disability, Land Acquisition, and the Planning Board. And as you know, those are so important to be filled in order to conduct the town's business. So we appreciate all the volunteers to these boards, committees, and commissions.
Absolutely. And then moving on to new business, we're going to have a presentation regarding some land around Lowell Park in Cotuit.
Yeah, 064 is the appropriation of $225,000 in community preservation funds, and that's for the acquisition of the town's share in a conservation restriction holding in jointly with the Cotuit Fire District on a portion of land that surrounds Lowell Park, which is where the Cotuit Kettleers play, and it's a very large tract of land. And on the heels of that, there's an appropriation from the general fund for $300,000 for a 3-acre parcel around that actually encroaches, or I should say Lowell Park over the years has encroached on this private property, the Lowell's property, and part of center field and right field, and the warm-up batting practice out in the field is actually on private property. So I'd like to see those 3 acres brought to Lowell Park and have it all one piece. And because it's such a convoluted and confusing, and there's many parties involved in this, I thought it would be wise to have Lindsay Council first off, even though it's a first read and it's not a public hearing, have him do a presentation, show some maps, and with regards to community preservation portion of that, and then have Jackie Barton talk about the 3 acres surrounding the Lowell baseball field. And because this is Barnstable Land Trust purchasing all of these 19 acres and then selling back to the town of Barnstable the 3 acres around the Lowell Park. So it's quite a complicated issue, but it's a very important one, I think, for the quality of life within the village of Cotuit, and we want to preserve the green around Lowell Park. So after those items, and as I said, this is first read, then that'll give the council opportunity to pose questions within the next 2 weeks before it goes to public hearing.
Absolutely, and then that public hearing will be on the 26th, and then there's another appointment to a board committee and commission under new business.
That's right. That's Old Kings Highway Historic District Committee, and that's a first read there. And then we were very fortunate, and once again, Ann Spillane from the police department has helped to secure a gift in the amount of $50,000 from the Lyndon Paul LaRusso Charitable Foundation, and this is specifically for the CIU, or the Community Impact Unit, which the police have put together. They go out. This money is to pay for members of that unit to attend the mental health first aid instructor training in Nashville. And because so many of the calls that the police are sent out to with regards to homeless or unruly people, a lot of those issues stem from mental health issues, and this will help them to and train the officers to better deal with those issues. So.
Absolutely. So very important, and we really have seen the work that the Community Impact Unit has done since they have been on the streets here in Hyannis, and certainly look forward to them enhancing their ability to deal with some of those complicated issues.
Yeah, and you know, we all realize that mental health is necessary. We need to maintain our mental health, and sometimes we don't understand what precipitates from someone not mentally feeling well. So this will help the officers address those situations.
Absolutely, and the last item is some money for Sandy Neck. Of course, you know, Sandy Neck took quite a beating in last week's storm. Absolutely,
and it continues to. The nor'easters. Every time I hear the word nor'easter, I cringe for the north side of our community, and the last storm caused a significant damage, especially near the parking lot, and we don't want to lose the parking lot. So and we were supposed to do some restoration of that area later on in the year, in the fall, but if we do some a little bit earlier, perhaps we'll prevent any more significant damage. And let's hope we don't have any more significant nor'easters.
Absolutely, we have our fingers crossed. So Jessica, anything else about the meeting that you would like to get out there to our viewers?
No, as per usual, if you need to comment and don't want to join us, you're welcome to do this online at our Town Council webpage.
And of course, Town Council meets tonight in the Town Hall hearing room at 7. For details and the full agenda, you can visit town.barnstable.ma.us. Well, be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we will have our weekly arts and culture segment. We'll find out about some potential fee increases in the Recreation Division with Director of Leisure Services, Patty Machado. Plus, we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mantle.